Well, we are coming up on flu season, and in many areas it's already here. So here to give us the rundown on what to expect this year and to administer a flu shot for you to see how easy it is Sharon Goforth. Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
And of course, our viewers know Kaylee. She has graciously stepped in to be our flu shot volunteer, so you can see how easy it is. But before we get to that, talk to me about what kind of flu season we're expecting this year.
Well, we always say it's impossible to predict. We know that last year's season was very bad. It was actually a record breaker. We had over 900,000 hospitalizations and over 80,000 deaths last year flu related. So it was a record-breaking year. We have looked at the vaccine. They have changed the formula. Obviously, we've looked at what we had such a problem with last year. Those two are now included in this year's vaccine. So we're hoping that we're going to have a very good fit for this year's vaccine and not have the problems like we saw last year.
Right. Because there's so many different types of strains, quote unquote, and
there are, and I remind everybody, it's always a best guess, because we actually look at what happened in the southern hemisphere during their flu season and also what we had last year to try to come up with the best mix for the flu vaccine for this year.
Usually it's pretty great.
It is. Usually it is, yes.
All right, so a lot of people may be thinking, well, flu season is really not till January, February. I have time. Why is it important to get vaccinated now instead of later?
You've got to give your body time to produce those measurable antibodies. It's not instantaneous. Once I take the needle out of your arm, it's going to take you about 2 weeks to produce enough measurable antibodies to actually protect you. And then even in that 2 weeks, you still need to be careful about who you're around, because once again, you're still not immune. So think about that. If you're around people that have flu-like symptoms, make sure that you're distancing yourself, you're not spending as much time, you're washing your hands, you're taking other measures to keep yourself healthy.
And even during flu season, we still want to do those measures too.
Absolutely. We always tell the flu vaccine is not 100% guarantee, but so still think about, I've got to keep myself healthy.
Right. Just good habits. All right,
yeah,
so Kaylee, are you ready?
I'm ready. So I actually had the flu last year. I had both strains of the flu.
Oh gosh.
Which is why I was recommending to get a flu shot before this season. So might as well do it now, like you said, rather than later.
Right. Okay. So are you a shot person? Can you handle them? Are you kind of scared of them?
No,
I didn't know if we were talking through this. You know.
No, it's all good.
But a lot of people do have aversions to needles.
They do, and just so everybody knows, I've already talked with you. I've done a medical history. We're not just coming in and doing this blindly.
Right.
I also made sure that she was going to be comfortable with this, because I obviously don't want somebody backing away from me as I'm trying to actually give them the shot. So we've already talked about those things. Absolutely.
So for those who aren't comfortable with the needles, you know they always do the nasal injections as well. Is that something that's going to happen this year too?
The nasal is back in. The CDC has put it back into the mix. We will have some at the health department. I don't know that we have any yet, so I'm recommending everybody, if you really want the flu mist, call wherever you want to go, if it's the health department or some other area, to make sure that they have it before you show up, because we don't want you to show up thinking you're going to get that and they may not have it yet or may not be carrying it at all. But it is an option for this year.
There we go.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Kaylee, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let me get my things together here so we can do this.
And these are always available at the health department as well. If you're wanting your flu shot, you can always give them a call and stop in to receive your health shot, and I believe it is free, right, for Hamilton County residents?
Well, it depends on your status. We do have some that is free for our totally uninsured adults, 19 through 64. It would be absolutely free. For our children that qualify for our VFC program, it would also be absolutely free. For everybody else, we may be able to bill your insurance so that it's still free.
Perfect.
Very few people, I think, actually pay out of pocket for us to do vaccine for them. And
you're
all done.
See, it's so easy, right?
And once again, I did sanitize my hands.
Yes, we saw you sanitize. Yep, we'll be your witnesses.
I'm a healthy 21-year-old, but who else should get vaccinated?
We automatically look at our younger children, our older adults, anyone who is immunocompromised for any reason, and anyone with a chronic medical condition. We also want to make sure that everybody understands children under the age of 6 months cannot be vaccinated. So anybody who's going to be around that age group really needs to make sure that they're vaccinated and protect themselves so that they don't infect our younger population.
There we go. Well, now I'm protected, and just as easy, you should be too.
Great. Thanks.